All right, we're started the daytime stream. We're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Let's go grab the details of the menu. Okay. And let's jump over here. Hit save. Ta-da! Let's go ahead and fill in the description. Ta-da! Let's go grab our tags. Connected to chat, Ivan Ramirez, Giat, Tammy Lowe's here. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave... By the way, guys, apparently my in-laws are coming over tomorrow. So they're coming early for Christmas. All right. It says here that our thing was overfilled. Our description is maxed. We're always struggling with this. A maxed description. I can't add anything to it. Let's hit save. Okay, let's go ahead and add a title. We're going to say Venom Silver Coins. New Karuta magazine. Oops. Power Keepers. Somebody was asking me for Power Keepers. And let's see. Anything else that's interesting? There's just all the stuff. And more? I don't know. Live card shop. Okay, let's hit save on that. Okay. Oh, that was refreshing. There it goes. And now let's go ahead. Oh, what is new? All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and share this to Discord. We're going live for Thursday day. This is our daytime stream before the nighttime stream. The nighttime stream wasn't bad, but it was a little slow. That means we need new guys. That's what that means, by the way. We need to hire some new people to buy cards from us. All right. We need to increase our number of customers. Let's go ahead and close this out. All right. Okay. We got to meet new people. All right. I got to make more content. All right. Perfect. This is all looking good. Okay. By the way, let's take a look into Mr. Brandon Wong's order. Let's see if that's cleared yet. Oh, I got a security challenge. I hate those. Walmart near me. His degens working in the stocking. The cards never make it out. No, not degens. What do you mean? You mean like they open them in the aisle or something? Okay. Still pending? Unbelievable, man. They just got to finish that transaction already. Jason McHenry. Hey, mister, have not done an order in a while, but I will take a box of Terror Festival and shipping. Jason McHenry. He says Merry Christmas as well. On the first day of Christmas, Jason McHenry gave to me. All right. What do we got on the table? What's going on here? I got you guys some new silver coins. These are the last of the new silver coins. I haven't ordered any others since then. That is a silver coin with the Venom on the back, or on the front. Let me zoom in. Huh? That's pretty neat, right? I thought that was timely. You know, that you got that Venom show movie came out. Whoa, I like that Venom card. That is a Venom coin, and I got to get a price on them, right? How much? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out how much in just a second here. You might be interested in these. As per usual, you can trade your bag of cards for a silver coin. You can buy them outright. You can trade your Pokemon slabs for silver coins. They're interchangeable. There. This is part of my inventory now. This was from 2020, so it's already 4 years old. See the MS70? That means it's a perfect grade. That's the same as saying PSA 10. It's the same thing. So it's very hard to get MS70 with the coin company. With NGC here. Yes. We got some MS70s here. We got a little Power Keepers. We got a little Legend Maker, but it's in this packaging here. I might open this one for myself, just to see what's in here. I don't know. You think that's untampered with? That one might make a good video clip. So, yeah, who knows? Yeah, I might open that one for a video clip. I gotta make video clips, you know. And then Power Keepers. There's Power Keepers. Beautiful. So that's going to go back here. There you go, Power Keepers. All right. Oh, we got a Dark Espeon in for a future break. Beautiful. Okay. It'll be the Mike side Espeon break. Okay, lovely. And so here's this. This was really expensive, thousands of dollars. There's another one of these up on eBay. I think it was like $3,200 or $3,400. I can't remember the price. Something over $3,000. Let me show you what is in here. This is a Koro magazine from the year 1996. Actually, it says 97 on it. So I wonder if, because PSA says these Koro Karutas are from 1996, so I don't know. Wonder how accurate that is. The magazine says 97. That makes me think the Karutas might be 97. So this is my second magazine like this. I own 2 of these now. I own Haktua of them. And I believe we open it from the back for this, right? Or no, we open it from this side. Yeah, he opened it. Okay, so Japan's weird. The left side is actually the front. Okay, so this is how it would be displayed in a, shop. Look, see this picture here? That's Pokemon, right? Well, look who's in the front. It's not Pikachu, it's actually Clefairy. Because Clefairy was the mascot early on. Here's a little Charizard and Blastoise. Very cool. Little Pikachu down there. So we open it up. Ooh, I don't think the other one had this insert. And there it is. There's the Karutas. You actually have to hand cut them. So some wear on this corner for poor little Chansey and some wear on the corner for Scyther down there. These other ones in the middle are going to be fine, though. Okay. Another page of it. Pretty cool, right? There's Clefairy beating up Gyarados. Remember, Clefairy's the mascot, not Pikachu. Another page. There's the Ace of Spades Magneton, Cigarette Charmander, and Pikachu. Crazy. There's a little Psyduck down there. We sold one of those to Jen right away. Here's the Jorker on the left over here. What I would love to do, and then there's these things. These are part of the game too, but I don't really understand it. What I would love to do is I would love for PSA to let me tear those pages out and get the whole page graded so that it's one big thing. And then each of those pages would cost some stupid amount of money. I'd show them off all the time. I probably wouldn't even sell them. I'd just show them off. I'd be like, look, I got one of these. Probably does great on social media because it's such a bizarre thing. But so there it is, a rarely known Pokemon product. What's going to make this popular is the fact that it is Koro. Anything with Koro in the name seems to do well. Koro magazine did all kinds of Pokemon. I like this bag here. That's nice. Koro did all kinds of Pokemon promotions, so people know about, Koro Pokemon cards. So anytime you start collecting the Pokemon cards with that in the name, you're going to run into these now. You'll be like, ooh, what are these Karutas? Weird. You know what I'm saying? All right, and then how about these Venom coins? By the way, so here's your chance. I don't have any more of these. I got that magazine and the other magazine. Here's your chance to own the Bulbasaur from that set. Thousands of dollars for that magazine. All right. Let's go ahead and log in here. I better log in here. Ooh, I'm getting blinded. Let's open up our YouTube. Very, very cool. Now, let's see what you guys are saying real fast. How did I run this stream without this iPad in the past? I don't even know how I did it. Why not keep sealed? We're nerds and weebs. It's not just Japan. Most Asian countries have that reading pattern. Oh, okay. Cool. The Jorker. How much was the book? Mister said it was in the 4 digits. So there's one for sale on eBay that you could buy for a couple $1,000s. I might go buy it, except that I have all these other things I need to buy. The best magazine is 11/1996. It was the first Pokemon cards ever released publicly inside. Ivy Gloss Pikachu and Glossy Jigglypuff. Nice. All right, zoom in a little bit. TCC cult. Yeah, welcome to the TCC cult. You guys are basically a cult. Whoa. All right, so we got some other coins. Year of the Dragon 2024. I sold one of these. Here's, for this year, Year of the Snake. It's a little more expensive, I guess, because it's, I don't know, the beginning of the year. Maybe it's more exciting. Maybe these just came out. We've got this Year of the Dragon for $92. So colorized and pure silver. 92 and 124. That's right, I'm like a silver dealer now. What happened? When did this happen? Ooh, beautiful. Oh, konnichiwa. I do love silver and gold. I always did. Look at this completer coin. Oh, that's a 68. Ooh, that could be cheaper than the 69. Look at those. So very pretty. Those are a kind of coin that I don't mind holding. Anything with a dragon on it, basically. All right. Now we've got these. I never priced these SpongeBob coins. They'll be priced one day. I don't know what they'll be priced at. But we got to price up these Venoms. We got Venoms now. I was told there will be punch and pie. Punch-o buns. Yeah, cream pie maybe. Pull this down. All right, there we go. Drink the Kool-Aid. I'm in a cult of the frogs. What is this? What's that emoji? Is that a new emoji? Did we get a new mic side emoji? Oh, look at this. We've got, oh, nice. Jar Jar Binks. Santa Binks. Santa Jar Jar. Jar Jar Claus. Okay. There you go. So I only have 4 of these Venom coins. Again, you can trade your bag for them, or if you got a slab, you can trade a slab for them. I still haven't shipped out, not Caleb. I still haven't shipped out Mia Cusick and Yolan to Jampins because I need the slabs. I was hoping Alexis would give me those slabs, and she didn't. I'm going to have to do that myself. I can already sense it. This is one of the downsides to having the shipping so far away. All right, there we go. There we go. Throw this away. I'm going to have to write up Alexis. Bad. Here's this. All right, very good. Okay. Venom. Give me a second. Oops, typed in the wrong word there. Do, 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 do. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. All right. Okay, so the Venom coins. Those are going to be 95, and we're just going to sit on these and see if their price goes up over time. All right. All right, there it is. Oops. That sucks. I don't truly specialize in silver, so I kind of have to rely on my skill in picking out silver that's highly desirable and appreciates some value. But I've seen coins do that now. I've officially watched coins do that. The completer coin went way up in value over time, so I have to bet that these might do the same thing. Okay, cool. Caleb Barra is here. He wants 2 boxes of the Mosaic NBA cards. Now I have to start getting more sports cards, man. Look at those. Look at those sport card orders. All right, but let's see if there was a different order first. Okay, that was a CASHAPP order. Jason McHenry was first. He ordered first. So Jason McHenry. Let's get started. Jason McHenry. I bet on Hawk Tua coin I will win. Yeah, I'm going to go get some Hawk Tua coin right now. Do I have enough to trade for Venom? And did you see my tip? Did I see your tip and trade for Venom? Hold on, let me see. Did you just send in an order? No, I don't see an order from you. Dave the Wise Man. I do not remember what you had in your bag. Let me go ahead and open this for Jason. Let's start there. Toss this over here. You would be Daniel Wiseman, so you would be in the DA box. I'm trying to remember what you opened last. Snip this. And I donated it on YouTube. What? I did not see that tip. Hold on. Oh, still hoping to come by on Monday. Monday. Okay, so we have a date now. So Monday, what's today? Today's Thursday? Yeah, that would probably be doable. It turned out my wife's parents are coming over tomorrow. I didn't know that. So they're coming over Friday, which means they will have left by Saturday. They'll leave on Saturday afternoon. We are, which means I'm free again. Ta-da! Yes, I am getting relatives over tomorrow. My wife just dropped that on me this morning. Oh. My cousin's coming with me is the only thing we will see. Your cousin? We are. Here's Flareon. Oh. If not, you'll have to move to Nashville. All right, I'm moving to Nashville. Here's this Dragapult. Here is Monkey Dory. Look at that Monkey Dory. They announced a new business opening out here in Lake of the Ozarks, right next to me. I'm excited for that. It's supposed to open this year, or 2025, actually. They are making... Have you guys ever heard of, like, Top Golf? It's this sort of business where you stand in sort of like an environment-controlled, indoor-outdoor seating, and you're in a building where you hit a golf ball into sort of like a big netted area. Well, there's a competitor to that company called... what's it called? Pin Seeker or something like that? I can't remember the name of it. And they are opening one of those right next to us. Oh, look at that Glaceon. Ooh. So they just revealed mock-up plans of it. We are. Golf's pretty popular out in Lake of the Ozarks. I actually live in a my little, like, suburbia has a giant golfing, what do they call that? Golf field? Attached to it. Golf course attached to it. And I just never use it because I'm not into golf. But I could because I'm actually in the suburbs, so I'm allowed to just go there whenever I want. If you live in this town, you can do that. I'd buy that Gengar Eraser after seeing you play with yours. Ha ha ha, Chansey. What? Come to Nashville. I'll show you a good time. Yeah, I should go on a trip to Nashville. We are. Anyway, so they're going to be making this Pin Seekers business out here. So maybe we will have one more thing to do. They apparently want it to be designed so that you can do it in the winter. It's supposed to be like climate controlled, like heated in the winter, cooled in the summer, something like that, I guess. But it's going to come with like a mini golf and like a restaurant too. So I'm very curious about it. This just feels like there's one too many cards in there. Let's take one card out. I'm embarrassed. Brandon, here we are. I was also saying I still have my Silver Queen's Beast coin I got from you. Oh, yes, the Silver Queen's Beast coin. That's a nice coin. Well, those coins have gone up in value over time. The Queen's Beast ones have actually gone up. Ooh, wow, that's a really nice round. That's Jason McHenry. Let's go find his bag. Jason would be right over here somewhere. Jason. Ugh. All right, there's Jacob. Here's Jacob. Here's Jacob. I should just write Jacob on the front of this box, get it over with. Big Time says she passed sadly. Oh, the Queen. Yeah, she did pass away, you're right. Well, those Venom coins you saw on the table just a second ago, those also have the Queen on the back because those were minted in 2020. Let's see. Oh, we already checked this one. Jason McHenry. Where are we going to run into Jason? Alexa's Economist stream 100% confirmed. Why you say that? James Lee. Where's Jason McHenry? Maybe he's up here. Jack Rapini. Ah, found him. Okay. He had a bag up here. Whew, that was kind of hard to find. All right. And he's ready to ship out. It's Trillifornia. How are you today, Trillifornia? All right, so we still got lots and lots of Terra Festival on the menu. We have some new stuff. We've got some Union Arena sets like the English Code Geass, which actually released very recently. That's on the menu. We have the new Digimon. That's on the menu. We're playing around with Digimon. I don't know if people will buy any. We have our new silver coins, like this Venom silver coin. Oh, look at that Venom silver coin. Okay, and let's see. Let's print this. Code Geass is the best set. You like Code Geass? Good. Glad to hear that. Hello, mister. Am I reading the title correctly? Power Keepers? We got one singular pack of Power Keepers. Here we are. Shoop. Look at that $35 Kabutops. He needs to go right into the Holo Shuffle. That is so affordable. All right, there we go. Look at that. 35 bucks for that? That's way too cheap, man. Let's get him in here. That's a good deal. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, seven spots. He's going in. Vigoroth, that's pretty dumb. Let's ride on that one. Oops. 141 Kabutops. 9.5. I feel like I'm not going to be able to read that. Phil says, I ordered a box of Nikkei on Wednesday night stream, but it never got serviced. Can you put me down for a pre-order? Are you sure? I'm pretty sure we did order to service that one. I remember it went Jen, then Phil, then after Phil it was Stefan Chang. There we go. And one of the things we had to do was we had to go back and service Jen because it turned out she had 3 rounds. So you're saying after that 3rd round that we did for Jen, we never did yours? How much for the Venom coin? I'm not saying you're making anything up. I just genuinely, I feel like I said your name like a million times, but I can't remember. We should double check this a little bit too. But of course, if I didn't open it, then we got to definitely take care of you. Okay, let's put this over here. Let's update the little book. Okay, so in the little book, I need my calculator. I sent for another one after you said you had 1 box and loose packs left. Oh, yes, you would have leftovers then. Oh, wait a second. Oh, no, wait, that's something else. Oh, that's Philip Webb. Okay, hold on. I do remember somebody did get store credit or something like that. It might have been you. Okay, so the number goes up to 1102. And 2271 plus what? 7 is 228. Okay, there it is. So that number's been updated. All right, let's take a quick look into this, Mr. Phil. I remember somebody did try to buy those and I was out already. But maybe that was, you said that was on Wednesday? I sent him 175. Poppy Churro. Here's a Phil Adornado with $40 on it. That can't be it. Okay, give me a second here. Let's go into my PayPal. Oh, why am I getting another security challenge? I was just in PayPal. Why does PayPal do this? Is it because I log in so much? So annoying. Let's take a quick look. You didn't already spend this 40 by chance, did you, Mr. Phil? Okay, let's start looking into Phil real fast. All right, so just a chill guy in a good mood. I'll get rid of him for you. Give me 5 boxes. I hope I don't have to do that with the security challenge. No, I was saving that for shipping. Okay, good. It looks like you're correct. It looks like on that day you actually placed 2 orders for 2 boxes of Nikkei, and I only remember doing one of those. So 40 plus 82 would be 122. Boop. There you are. Sorry about that. I wonder why I didn't see that. Maybe you ordered it just as I logged off or something. Here we are. Or maybe I didn't get the email right away. $122, Mr. Phil. Dr. Phil. Okay. So we completed Jason McHenry. He got his shipping. Then we have Mr. Brandon Wong. He wants Dragons Exalted. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's go grab that. All right. Okay, so this is kind of like, it basically is vintage. This is black and white eras before the X-White era. Let's see if we can pull out of here. You ready? Here goes. We got to get that $3,000 order cleared, man. I wonder why that's taking them so long. All right. Oh. Wait, mister, I have a question. You have a question. It should clear tomorrow. Oh, nice. All right, here's the Drifloon. Here's Golett. Here's Phoebus. Here's Roselia. Here's Houndour. Ooh. Cascoon Reverse Hollow. And Got the Tell. All right, Got the Tell, Floatzel, Bulldor, and Bibarel. Oops, and there's a code card. I don't think the codes are worth anything at this stage, right? All right, let's leave these all up. That was one pack of Dragons Exalted. So that's probably going to be like a light pack. And what we're looking for are the hot packs, the heavy packs. Cold one. Colds. Look at this Houndour. Even this one card looks nice, doesn't it? Here's Roselia. What was this printed? It says it was printed in 2012. So this set's 13 years old. Wow. Crazy. Of course, when I first started, it would have been only 7 years old. Really crazy how the time flies, man. Got the Tell. Can I have the Nikkei pre-order administered to take advantage of the pre-order pricing, says Phil. We can do that. Yeah, we can do that. All right, I got more of that coming. All right, those are all yours. Set that over there. And it looks like we need a new box. Grab this box. There it goes. Pop that over there. Now, Brandon's going to be over here. I'm all caught up now. The Monster Hunter grind is almost done. Nice. Mr. Brandon, what did we do with you last? Bill, Brandon, Brick, Brandon. We getting you a new bag? We're getting you a new bag. That's what it is. We're getting you a new bag. All right, new bag. Here we are. Ta-da! All right. And this is going to say 1.25 for January. Ta-da! All right, got a fresh bag started. Very nice. And now I believe it's Caleb Ibarra's turn. Yes, one Caleb Ibarra order of 2 boxes of NBA. I'll be right back. Let me get those 2 boxes. All right, I'm here. So, out of all these mosaic boxes, only 2 remain. Here we are. Oh. We sold through a case. What do you guys think of that? Okay. The representative I spoke to on PayPal said there's a slim chance it could clear tonight at midnight. Ooh. Oh, we got to set up Mr. Phil, too, don't we? Yeah, I might need to... What do you guys think? Should I just reorder this particular set? Seems like this set did fine. can't believe it's selling through. Like, I can't believe... You know what I noticed with our sports cards? With our sports cards, we always sell out. Always. Our sports cards virtually always sell out. I've got like Digimons and One Pieces and stuff like that sits around longer than the sports. So there's a demand for the sports. No doubt about it. Goku Man, what's up, Goku Man? Goku Man's here? What? All right, so Sneaker Bunko Volume 2 case pre-sales a thing. Put this over here. You guys can get a whole case of Sneaker Bunko ahead of time and at a more competitive price if you pre-order it. Now, once it hits this table, it will be at the full table price. Nikkei is $78. I should just have a pre-order channel in Discord. We should just continue to run everything from Discord. Wouldn't that be simple? So $122 minus 78 is $44 remaining. $44 remains. I'm waiting on the chargeback, mister. I call it before New Year's. There we go. All right. Chargebacks are awful, man. There we go. All right. That's one of the tougher parts of running a little business like this is you just have to have a bunch of money laying around in case something wrong happens. Snipping this. This year hasn't been too bad. Damien Holding seems to be the biggest chargeback. You guys remember him? He was all nice to us for a little while. Now he's just gone. Keep trying to get him to contact me. I wonder if he like died or something, but probably not. We are. I'm glad I didn't ship all of his stuff, but I shipped some of his stuff. All right. Yeah, I got to try to contact him one last time. Okay, here goes. What about Dave Charmander? He was years ago. He didn't charge anything back. He was just kind of a pissy guy. Did he charge? No, he didn't charge anything back. Dave Charmander? He wasn't a chargeback guy. Here's an unnumbered card. NBA debut, Keontae. All right, here's Giannis Antetokounmpo. What? Giannis and NBA debut, Scoot Henderson. He's got Scoot in the name. That's the Scoot rookie. All right. Put this over here. Here's Brandon Miller. Ooh, rookie. There we go. Ooh, Brandon. To get a better centering on those Karuta, you can pull the pages from the spine to get a better angle to cut them. Yes. I don't truly know what I want to do with them yet. They're very cool. I ought to do something with them. I need to contact PSA and be like, if I pulled these out of the book, can you grade them as a page? Because I would love that. That seems like one of the coolest outcomes. PSA grades them as a page. That would be really neat. I'd get all the pages graded together sequentially, and then they'd be sold as a set. The pages would be. And we would just ask some stupid amount of money for it. Now, if they won't grade it as a page, I suppose the other thing we could do is contact CGC, contact Beckett, and see if they'll do it. And it's the same deal. If they'll do it, then I'll do that. If not, my last option is to cut them. So I'll get out the razor blade and cut them into cards myself, try to get a nice square cut going. But I don't think, no matter... Ooh, here we go. We got a numbered card. Alperen Sengun. He's out of 299. Ugh. It's not even good. Let's go ahead and grab this. It's got to be out of 100 in my opinion. For the numbers to matter, it's got to be out of 100. 100's got to be the top. When it's like 299, which is really it's 300 is what it is. When it's 1 out of 300, it's just, it's any card. Nobody's getting out of bed for 300 is all I'm saying. This is a rookie, technically. Let's go ahead and sleeve this up. TCC Grading will do the whole page. I asked the owner. Yeah, if TCC Grading had an encapsulator that large. Can you even imagine an encapsulator that large? That's ridiculous. Oh. This card's want to slide out. Set this over here. R.J. Barrett and NBA debut Trace Jackson Davis. Okay, Trace Jackson Davis. All right. Here we are. Very nice. Here's Kristaps. Hey, mister, sent you a Discord message. Sounds good. Go ahead and sleeve this up. And we'll grab Give and Go. He's a rookie. Give and Go's a rookie? Wow. So, Mr. Caleb. Caleb likes basketball cards. Okay. And I'll throw these out. Cool. Here's NBA debut Andre Jackson. Oh. All right. Oops. Thunder Road. It's Wembanyama. Get the Wembanyama. Yeah, see, I got myself thinking about this Damien guy now. Damien Holdings. We're going to get on Damien and be like, hey. All right. Here's Anthony Edwards. Ooh. And Jerace Walker. All right. Next up, we've got, flip that around, Thunder Road, Anthony Edwards. Oh, Anthony Edwards. Mr. having chargeback flashbacks. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It's basically theft when somebody tries to take both the cards and the money. So, and you think it's like, oh, well, he's a business. It's like, man, I am a human being. You can't just be stealing from me. It's ridiculous. Here's Kassan Wallace. Chargebacks are crazy, man. All right, but this one's interesting. This chargeback from Damien's interesting because it had happened once before and he corrected it, but this time he's not correcting it. So it's a security problem is what he says. This time it looks like it might not be a security problem. It looks like he might actually just not want to solve it. He's like, maybe I don't solve that. Here's Herbert Jones. Look at this Herbert Jones. All right, and here's Asar Thompson. I work for a major company dealing with fraud. When I see a desperate client, so many red flags. Oh, interesting. Here we go. Well, what happened with Damien was he was kind of a big buyer. He was spending a lot of money, and then a bunch of it got charged back, and then he fixed it. He's like, oh man, that was a security problem. He told me. I was like, oh, and then he went back to buying a lot, and then it all charged back a second time. And this time I'd shipped some of his cards, but I actually held some of them too. And what I wanted to do was establish a tracking number situation. Those are actually exactly what you use in a chargeback, and as the seller. And so, anyways, he told me, yeah, it's another security thing. We're going to get it fixed. And he has now disappeared. So he's gone. So I can't tell. Maybe it really was a security problem. And he just decided, I don't like my pulls. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not going to fix this because I didn't like my pulls. Or maybe maybe he's deposed. I don't know. Maybe he had like an injury. In some cases, I suppose it's possible by some freak bad luck they got hit by a car and broke their neck or some crazy thing, and now this is not a priority for them. Or it could be a third thing. Maybe this is the strategy. You know, maybe the strategy is to be like, oh yeah. Well, don't worry, we're gonna get that chargeback paid back. Whatever the case is, I don't know. All I know is he spent thousands, and I need to start correcting that. I've been too nice to him for a while because I thought he was going to correct it a second time. This is going to say Caleb Ibarra. He fixed it before, so I thought it was just going to be like that. Okay, and we'll grab one of these. You have his address, mister, and you didn't file a report. I do have his address, and I haven't filed a report all this time because he told me multiple times he was going to correct it. So, but now he's just kind of gone cold. What do you think I should do, Mr. Eduardo? I got a couple methods of dealing with it. I can hand it off to like a chargeback lawyer. So a chargeback lawyer can go after him. The other thing I can do is I can just call PayPal and let them know what happened. But it's sometimes what they do is they step in and they do seller protection for me. All right. All right. You're way too generous. I usually don't deal with many chargebacks. The people that I deal with are usually pretty nice themselves. But in this case, he's starting to look like he might have actually been a real chargeback guy. I'll go ahead and message him right now, actually. I think it's been long enough. Ta-da! You guys hear me tippity typing? All right, there we go. All right. There we go. All done with that. Caleb Ibarra's 2 boxes are, Mr. What are you typing? Mr. using the I know where you live line. I got my baseball bat. No, I'm just kidding. This is my associate, Guido. All right. Oops. Very nice. Mr. said he's going to crease his Jordans. All right, Rigoberto Gil. Let's get this open. That was something I needed to do is just, you know, when I step away from my computer and all of you guys, I just kind of go and relax. So it's nice to get it done live. Let's get it done real fast. All right, Mr. Rigoberto. I am now not legally allowed to fly my drone. No! What, they passed a law? By the way, did you guys know we had this break? Oops. We've got this Topps Chrome break. Ah. Ooh. One of my coworkers uses ChatGPT and sends a professional letter to intimidate the criminals. Dang, so what do you actually do? I'm curious about your job. What I just dealt with there was a Mr. Damien Holdings. He was in the stream like back in October and November. He bought a bunch of stuff. I shipped some of his stuff to him, but then some chargebacks came through. Like virtually all the money he sent me got charged back through his bank. And he said, it's a security trip by my bank. They charged it back. I'm going to get it fixed. I'm going to send you the money again. So he told me he would do that. I was like, okay, cool. So I just kind of waited. I waited a really long time. He never did it. And I tried contacting him 2 more times and he stopped responding. Oh, so now it's looking a little bit like he decided, hey, maybe I don't want to pay for these. That's what it's looking like. Fraud, people trying to cheat businesses. Really, you deal directly in that. People asking for money back. Wow, that is so interesting. I bet I could learn things from you. Here we are. I've had to deal with those kind of problems for 6 years, and I've learned some things myself over time, like what works, what doesn't work. Yeah, it's interesting. Let's go ahead and open this. Oh, look at that beautiful Umbreon. Yeah, people get pretty annoying with cards, especially if their pulls are bad. I've never dealt with the chargeback problem when the pulls are good. Isn't that funny? So if your pulls are bad, you're like a chargeback risk. In my mind, you are. Ooh, double Glaceon. Didn't we just pull a Glaceon? This was a good box. Glaceon and Totodile. Everybody, look at that. All right, beautiful, man. Sally Mae used to call me every day. Give us some of your craziest stories. I want to hear some of the things you've learned. Rigo, Berto, Gil. I get it. People have problems with money. Maybe they overspent. Maybe they have buyer's regret, stuff like that. But this case, he's actually got the cards. So he's got to return them. He received a shipment of cards. So you can't have a chargeback in the cards at the same time. That's nuts. That's basically like theft. We are. Ooh, yeah. Buyer's remorse. Yeah, there's buyer's remorse. Well, buyer's remorse is a huge thing with Pokemon cards. With Pokemon cards, you could spend like $1,000 and pull nothing. And so buyer's remorse is huge over here. And but usually there's very, very, very few chargebacks. People are pretty civilized about it. When they open up cards, they know what it's all about. So people are usually pretty good. But you deal with a couple people every year. There's a couple people who run chargebacks, and they are just kind of being scummy, and that's it. Maybe they realized they couldn't pay their mortgage or some serious problem like that. It might be something like that pushing them. But again, I've never actually dealt with the chargeback on somebody who got a hot pull. Where I like, see this round? I'm not going to deal with chargeback with a nice round like this, Master Ball Totodile. Not going to have a chargeback. It's always somebody who went real deep and got like nothing. And then they go, man, that sucks. What did PayPal say? Stolen credit? No, in this case, well, yeah. So it was just a straight up instant chargeback. There was no dispute, which means the bank itself ran the chargeback, and so that means he must have claimed that it was. Well, I don't know if he did it, but the bank seems to think there was some kind of fraud. That's right. So the bank ran the chargeback, and he told me it was some kind of security trip by. He uses Bank of America, I think he said. So he told me it was like a chargeback through the bank, not through him. And he's like, oh, I didn't want this to happen. I'm going to fix it. Don't worry. I got your money, bro. I was like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, he's just gone now. So I may have to contact PayPal and let them know that this is going on as well. I haven't contacted PayPal up to now because, it's the worst part is PayPal ran all these chargeback fees on me too. So not only did I have to, you have to pay the transaction fee to PayPal, but PayPal also does a chargeback fee. So it just, it lost me just tons of money to have to deal with this. And I've got some money tucked away to have to deal with problems like that. So I'm not like in trouble or anything. I'm perfectly fine, No hollows. He said no hollows. I gave him all the hollows. Hold on. Hold the phone. All right, I'll take these back out. That's wild. And you have his address? And I'd be scared poopyless. Yeah, so I have had to, So there are real chargeback lawyers, and what they do is they take all the evidence. There's usually a lot of evidence. So if you're over here buying stuff with me, we got your Discord information. If you're contacting me there, he has. We got all your comments in the comment section. We got your emails. So we got all your stuff, and then we just hand this off to a lawyer and say, all right, go get them. I don't like to do that, though, because when that occurs, it's kind of bad for everybody. The lawyer makes a lot of money, and so I don't like to do that. I like to just sort of sort it out. That's maybe the primary thing. Usually the other option, that's pretty rare, the lawyer thing. The thing that I usually just do is I just go to PayPal and just tell them, and they open an investigation for fraud. And so you don't want PayPal investigating you for fraud. But so that's the first route. And a lot of people don't realize this kind of stuff, even if you don't get in trouble for like intentional theft. I don't think anyone's ever gotten in trouble for that, but I've heard that's a thing too, if you take enough. So like in Damien's case, he took thousands of dollars. So like, okay, that's kind of a big deal. It's not a small amount. You know, in a state where, you know, grand larceny kicks in at like $3,000, you get grand larceny from your chargeback. You know, how crazy would that be? But usually what they do is they just take the money back out of your account. But I've heard that this actually hurts your credit score. And the bank you have might not deal with you anymore. They might shut your account down. So imagine having to, let's say you're applying for a home or a car or any kind of loan, and you could have had 7% interest, but because of this stupid thing you did in the past with Pokemon cards, now you got to pay 8.5% interest. Do you realize how much money that is for a home? You know, if you've got this, let's say you're living in like California or something, you got like $900,000 for a home. And you got to pay an extra 1.5% interest on that per year because it's some stupid thing you did with Pokemon cards. Well, watch this. So 900,000 times, what'd I say? Oh, an extra 1.5%. So that's like what, 0.1? No, 0.015. So you'll pay an extra $13.5 thousand a year in interest because your credit score got damaged by some stupid chargeback you fraudulently ran. It's, you know, it's definitely not worth it. It's like, it kill you. It's like so much money. All right, let's see. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and close this out. Yeah, don't let that happen to you guys. Keep your credit scores high. Way better to be that way. Anthony Kalura, the second half of the Terror case. Oh, yeah. Okay, now we're in business. This is great. How long have we been at this? 52 minutes? This is perfect. Are you writing off the loss or just eating it for now? Well, you know, yeah, I mean, if my accountant sees the chargebacks, so it's just lost money, basically. Here we are. But it's not over yet. I mean, I've only just now contacted him and I've said, hey, I'm going to break your knees or something. Well, I don't actually say that, to be clear, it's a joke. But, you know, I have to reach a point where it's like, you have to let them know, hey, you know, you can't just have the money in the cards. There's consequences to that. And so I've just reached that point, and we'll see what he does. Come on now. Come on out. I don't like being mean, by the way. I'm not like the kind of person who savors being mean. So I just like things to just get done and move on. I'm not a confrontational kind of person. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of everything. I like being relaxed. All right, so this is, let's see, a total of 10 boxes, 5 and 5. Let's do it. Mistress Business, you can't be that nice. Well, you know, I have the luxury of having some very nice customers, so actually we are pretty nice most of the time. But occasionally, see, you deal with a lot of bad people, that's the thing. So you've got a good, strong perspective on how bad people can get. You've got a rare perspective. I get the luxury of dealing with mostly nice people, mostly nice, normal people, mostly. I have a client whose employees steal product on the back end and abuse the time clock. Damn, dude. Well, I don't have to deal too much with that right now either. Like Alexis is pretty good. Mike's side, he doesn't even clock in. It's not like that kind of pay. So yeah, I don't deal with anything like that. No, I'm just a small operation. I've proved to him, he said he feels bad and he'd rather eat it. Yeah, I mean, maybe as a business owner, you just kind of go, all right, well, you know, what he can do is he can just kind of let him go or whatever and just move on. All right. All right, there we go. Very nice. I can be mean for you. Nah. There we go. But yeah, this guy, so he's received a bunch of his cards, and he still has these chargebacks he needs to fix. Set that there. Oops. All right. Does Alexa still work for you? Yes. She's real nice. We like Alexas. Chargebacks are no bueno. You're lucky. You're very profitable. I've seen business. One mistake busted them. You're very fortunate. You're a smart guy. I'm not that profitable, first of all. Pokemon cards were a lot more profitable in 2020, 2019, and 2021. I'd say 2022 is pretty good too. Around 2023, it started getting a lot tougher. We're in the end of 2024. It is way tougher, much more competitive. The suppliers are much more, they are not so generous. The suppliers are not. So, but yeah, I've got a lucky thing that I've worked hard on going, and it's still going, and it's still a nice thing. So I'm definitely not crying over my income right now. What I will say is Pokemon cards seem to still be going up in value, and I'm sitting on cards that I bought from like 5 or 6 years ago, and those cards are still going up in price. So I'm lucky to have that and to be able to liquidate that. We are. All right. Back when all this started, there was no one doing this on YouTube at all. I was the first one. And when I was a kid, I'd worked for my dad selling hardwoods. He sold exotic hardwoods from places like Mexico. My dad did, you know. It was a real crazy time period. We had 11 brothers and sisters, more like 7 or 8. And my dad was this guy, a bit taller than me. He's taller than I am right now. He's like a head taller. And he was this big brown guy. He was half Filipino. And he would come out of the garage covered in like 20 different colors of sawdust and just drenched in sweat because it was like summertime. And I remember he sold it all on eBay. And I told myself back then, I was like, man, he pays so much eBay fees. And so what I did back then when I was working for him, I was like 14, 15. I started getting into all the woodworking internet forums. And I learned you could sell straight to people on the internet forums. You could just post what you had for sale, and they would just send money to your PayPal. I learned that when I was 15. That was like 20 years ago. So all this time later, you know, I ran a successful eBay shop before I got into this, if you didn't know that. I sold like graphic t-shirts. All these years later, I'm like, man, what if you could just sell product direct through YouTube? Because, you know, YouTube audiences can get pretty big. And that was an idea that was right on the money. That was the big idea. You got these TikTok shops and all this other stuff. Social media is the way people enjoy shopping now. They don't enjoy, like, Amazon's still really good, but nowadays the way you shop for specialty items is straight online with someone you know and trust who can talk about the product knowledgeably. It's like the best way to shop now. It is. It's the coolest way to shop. Like, we go to Walmart, and I tell my wife, this is such a relic of the past. Like, who wants to shop at Walmart? It's so awful just being in there. It's soul-sucking being inside of a Walmart. Like, you could be there, or you could be hanging out with people online buying stuff. I was like, that's the future. That's 100% the future. Unless you're buying, like, diapers or paper towels, yeah, then you go to Walmart. Then you go to Amazon. That makes sense. You go to Amazon for stuff, too, but shopping online for specialty items in particular, that's 100% the future. So back then, I had my channel, TheCardconomist, and I was doing well over there. I was making good money. I was getting about $80,000 a year in ad revenue, but on top of that, I was also getting donations, and I could have sold merchandise too, so that could have been a third income. I just didn't like merchandise. There was nothing. I hate selling people shirts, to tell you the truth, and especially people who I like. I don't like selling them t-shirts. But yeah, I opened this side channel, Pokemon cards channel, and I'm like, man, I should try selling some of these cards to people live. I'd already done that on YouTube. Oh, we got a God pack, everybody. All right, here goes. Anthony, your case had a God pack. Are you ready? Let's see what's in the God pack. All right. Gosh, I hope it's a good one. You guys watching? Mike says like, ah. Okay, we got Jolteon, Rotom, Flareon, Pot of Greed, Alakazam, AOL Disc. Ooh, the beautiful Leafeon. Ooh, Crownbrion. Wow. And Glaceon. That's going to be a really good round. You just pulled the Chase SAR. That's it, guys. He got the Umbreon. That was a good case. Yeah, dang. All right. I like to see you getting a hit like that. Mr. Anthony Kalura has been a pretty big supporter of what we do over here. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, he's been really generous with me. He bought my Dragonite. He bought my Fossil Dragonite. I held that for years. Back when I bought that Dragonite, he was like, I can't remember, like 1,500 or something like that back in the day. And so, it's, you know, he's like a testament to how much cards have changed in price over time. And they still do. I mean, look at the Magic cart from Paldea Evolved, selling for like $1,250 now. It's just so crazy. But I really enjoy what we do here. So I was a Pokemon card fanatic when I was a kid. I was insane about it. I really was addicted. And I worked for my dad and spent that money on Pokemon cards. And so as an adult, I start this side channel, and I'm like, I'm going to invest in Pokemon cards using my money from the TheCardconomist channel. Oh, Cobalion. Oh, double hit in here. You got this girl. I have no clue who she is. And when I started going live for that channel, I already had the idea of selling cards live from the channel. And I was like, yeah, you should give it a try, guys. And they did, and they loved it. But I can't find the YouTube channel. I have a really, really old YouTube channel somewhere. I can't find it. I made it a long time ago. It was during a time period where I was still playing Mass Effect 3 on the TheCardconomist. This was a really long time ago then. And I tried listing eBay items onto a YouTube slideshow. So I made a slideshow of items I was selling on eBay. And I put prices in the video. And I was hoping maybe I would manage to get some kind of sale in a YouTube video. So I'd had the idea a long time ago to sell on social media. Because even before then, I'd had the idea, hey, why don't we stop listing so much of this product on eBay and try selling direct to people in these internet woodworking forums? And that had been really successful. So, you know, my dad he would like list stuff on eBay all day long. And, you know, he had like a whole system for it. He worked very hard on it. He was crazy. He would work so hard, man. He'd get like 25 items listed per day, which you have to understand. The reason that's so crazy is because first you have to prepare the item. So with wood, you actually have to like cut the item, wax it. You have to get a good picture of it. So he'd spend like 8 hours working and get 25 of those listed a day, every single day. And then I shipped 25 items a day because they were all in auction, right? So it was 100% auction. So they'd all come down a week later and I'd pack them all up. Well, so in my free time, I would... Ah! Such a good case, man. Look at this case. Double Glaceon. Look at this case, man. Oh, man. He got the first Glaceon from the God Pack. The second Glaceon was just in the case. Wow, man. He's killing it. All right. I think you make all your money back on this case. What do you guys think? Does he make all his money back on this case? Anthony's scamming Pokemon. We are. Wow, dude. What a great case. That is truly double Glaceon, everybody. That is a clip for sure. Am I saying Glaceon? That's double Crownbrion. I don't know if I've been saying Glaceon. Umbreon. Yeah, Umbreon. I'm sorry. Here we are. We pulled double Glaceons today, too. So we pulled double Glaceons, and now we pulled double Umbreons. All right, Umbreon. That's double Umbreon for Mr. Anthony Kalura. The first one comes out of a God Pack. The second one was just in the case. Double Umbreons. Boy, if we could pull one more Umbreon, because I think we've pulled double Umbreon naturally out of a case before, he would have triple Umbreon. So we got to try and pull one more, especially if you could pull the Master Ball Umbreon. So we could have double of these and then one of the Master Balls, which would make his case ideal. So, okay, so let's keep going. All right, they got to go down in value. There's too many. Nah, dude, they're not. Look at Moonbreon. Anyways, yeah, these will get, they'll reach a point where they're kind of cheapish. They'll reach a bottom price, but that's too pretty of a card That card's going to do well over time for sure. Yeah, this is, right now, this is my favorite set for sure. Here's Dolphin Man. Triple Umbreon manifesting. Yeah. All right, praying for triple Umbreon. I think you normally donate your holos, don't you? The holos from this set are unbearable. There's a ton of them. All right, so while my dad was listing all this product on eBay, I start listing the items for sale on the internet forum and sell a ton at a way better margin. Here we are. Because I focused on this type of product called a pen blank. Pen blanks are like the size of a pen. They're real small. And my dad didn't like it. He's like, man, you're wasting your time on that. We got to sell these big boards of wood. I was like, Because I understood another thing he didn't understand. I understood the cost of shipping. Because he didn't really do too much of the shipping. I did all the shipping. And so I saw what he was paying every day. Every day I saw how much he was paying in shipping. I said, the pen blanks don't cost anything to ship. They're cheap as hell. So people will pay this premium for small items, right? Like when you go to the grocery store and you buy a cold soda up front in the little cooler, you pay a premium on a small item. And then at the same time, small items are cheaper to ship. So I was like, all the money's in pen blanks. I started listing all these pen blank listings on the internet forums. I was making tons of money for him, but he didn't really, I felt like he didn't appreciate it. Actually, I don't think he even knew about it sometimes because I didn't report it too much to him. The money would just go into his account and, I wouldn't tell him too much. But I was doing really good for him that way. Those kind of lessons stick with you. You never forget that kind of stuff. You learn something about business. Ooh, Master Ball Espeon. I didn't want to call it the wrong name. Master Ball Espeon. Wow, man. Look at that, everybody. That is so cool. Pray hard for triple Umbreon. Put the wood in the bag. A year ago, we almost had to put the rocks in the bag. Is your dad still in business? So I've looked him up. He is. He still sells stuff on eBay. What he does nowadays, so he had a job paying pretty good money called an instrumentalist or something like that. It's basically like an engineering job. And I guess he quit that job in order to just do eBay. And what he does is he has some way to buy, I guess he's buying bulk, junk from retail shops, kind of like TJ Maxx, right? TJ Maxx acquires its supply somehow. So he has found some way to acquire pallets of junk straight from retail, and I guess he bids on it is what I'm guessing. And then what he does is he breaks that down and gets that all listed up on eBay one at a time. And so I've seen his eBay channel, and he just sells a ton of stuff. So he still does eBay to this day. It's kind of crazy. All right. There we go. Let's go ahead and snip these. Yeah, it's really fascinating. Let's go ahead and snip this. eBay. Blue pallets. Buy something from them. No. We are. All right. We'll snip this as well. So all that stuff I learned at the age of 14 and 15 and 16. I learned all that stuff. And so when I came over here as an adult with the Pokemon cards, it was easy for me to sort of swap into this system of buying and selling cards because I already was kind of practiced at shipping items, listing items on the internet, and looking for odd ways to avoid fees selling stuff on the internet. The eBay fees are so nasty, dude. If you could find a way to sell items with no fees, that little 11% you save or whatever it is eBay takes these days, 13%, that little 13% you avoid, that's your profit margin. That's your profit margin. You've avoided 13% in fees. So all these years I've been selling on YouTube, and I've heard about Whatnot, for example. Whatnot, they charge 11%. So I think eBay's 13 and Whatnot's 11. I think TikTok's something like 8. I've avoided all that. All these years, I've avoided all those fees. And those fees that I avoid, that's my profit margin this whole time. I get those profits. And that has been my success story. And one day I'll have to retire from this, so somebody will replace me. Here's, Dusk Noir. He's such a cool Pokemon, but not as good as what's the Dusclops? I'm gonna call him Duskull. We are. Charge back him. Say this is for my Nintendo. Boo, eBay fees. When you return something that's not high-end serial number, as long as it weighs the same as it should, most big companies just process it. Oh, are you talking about another kind of theft where people try to swap items in and out of a box? Those return pallets are high risk. I've seen a few with rocks in the products. Oh, sure. Well, yeah, very interesting. We are. Well, I actually asked him one time. I asked him in an email. I've talked to him a couple times, and I was like, so what's this all about? And he's like, yeah, so he mentioned that he knows how to do this. It kind of shows you, for all you guys aspiring to start a business, whether it be Pokemon cards or something else, could be anything. Could be silver and gold, could be electronics, could be vintage technology, vintage computers. There's so much stuff to buy and sell. Could be comic books, could be cosplay, whatever it is you're doing. Very often your business really just comes down to, do you have a supplier? Do you have a supplier? Do you have some special way of acquiring a product? Have you learned how to manufacture goods in China? You haven't? Well, then you don't have a business. So very often a business is just that. You've found some way to acquire a product much cheaper than normal, and now you're going to turn around and sell it. So he mentioned, he's got this method of, he basically knows a company whose whole job is to auction off pallets of leftover. You know how like Amazon, they get a whole bunch of returns? What do they do with those returns? Well, they don't sell them again. They put them on a big pallet, and then they just liquidate the pallet. So he acquires those, and then he relists them to eBay for full price. And that's a business for him. That could be a business for you guys, too. There's people who do this kind of stuff, and you just kind of find it's something you're real passionate about and real good at, real fast at. He got so efficient at eBay that became, I guess more profitable for him than even holding a regular job. But that's not a surprise because, being a small business owner really often does pay a lot more than a job. Ooh, look at that Ceriluge. As long as you have a successful small business and not one that's flailing, which I guess a lot of small businesses end like they fail. But if you find a niche and it's working for you, your profit margin or your income can be really crazy. We are. Yeah, if you found a successful business, you can do really well. And that is because you don't have to pay your boss, you don't have to pay the shareholder, you don't have to pay HR, you don't have to pay your team of lawyers. Well, maybe you should have a lawyer. So small businesses, while many of them fail, if you can found one that is successful, there's a lot of money to make. And when your business is too good, that's when you expand it and become a corporation. Where's Lesbian? I think my wife's cooking. I remember when eBay started, there was this rumor that air guitar sold for like $10K. No, there really was stuff like that going on all the time. There was like that famous song from like the 90s or something. 8675301. Remember that song? So somebody actually listed that phone number for sale and auction on eBay. And it sold for some record-breaking, insane price. And so you can sell your phone number if you had a really interesting phone number on eBay. I don't know if that's still legal or if they still do that kind of stuff. But yeah, there was everything on eBay. And I've told this story before, but some of you guys are brand new to my channel. When I was younger, I worked for my dad and he did eBay. Well, I also opened my own eBay. And I started practice. In fact, it's the very eBay I own today. The eBay I run today is the same eBay. And when I started out, I had this, I did all kinds of research. And I discovered that people sell digital images on eBay all the way back then. But people weren't buying the images for the image. They were buying the images for the feedback. So you could pad your feedback on your eBay channel by buying digital images, and then the seller of the image gives you a positive feedback. So I went up onto my eBay account and I listed a bunch of stupid digital images. I still remember one. It was like a humpback whale, like flipping through the water, like jumping out of the water. And I sold those for $1, and it said in the title, guaranteed positive feedback. And I sold like 75 of those in a week. But then eBay also took the listing down and said, you can't do that. So I guess I was breaking a policy, a rule with my title where it said like guaranteed positive feedback. But I sold other things too, like audiobooks, digital audiobooks that were just in the public domain. Also sheet music that was just in the public domain. I sold all those things from my eBay channel when I was basically like 15, 16. And I did all kinds of fun stuff like that for a while. When I was thinking about making a YouTube channel, I was thinking about creating a YouTube channel that would focus on posting like no copyright music, no copyright free music. So I had all kinds of ideas like this already swirling about in my head. It was just, it's like fun. It was like thinking about what you could do. And yeah, I made some easy money on eBay when I was a kid because I would experiment with things like that. I ended up selling other things like RuneScape accounts. So I sold RuneScape accounts, and yeah, it was all good, man. It was fun. I got older and I found that the good money was in selling graphic t-shirts. Graphic t-shirts made a lot of money. Graphic t-shirts and clearance items from Target, Walmart, and Hot Topic. Whew. Boy, there was money at Hot Topic. You go to Hot Topic and make a lot of money. All right. Wow. Master Ball Espeon did pop out of here. So cool. Where's the RuneScape music? Direct customers are the way, but very hard. I have a close friend who has a few trucks, and there's always someone who will do it cheaper, and people double, triple broker the loads all the time. LMAO RuneScape and MapleStory account was the hustle. Well, this would have been, so I would have been like 15, 16. The fact that I could have a PayPal at that age too showed you how it was kind of the wild, wild west back then. Like there weren't a lot of rules back then. You could just open a PayPal account. They didn't ask too much about you. You didn't even have to link a bank account. I don't know if it's still that way. I don't think you have to link one, but I think to use it, you do. But back then, your PayPal account could just have like digital money in it, and you never had to deposit it to a bank, and you could send and receive money. Nowadays, I think they force you to hook it up. I think there's some kind of law about that. Anthony Kalura, this ended up being a great decision. This was a great case to open. I'm glad we got you such a good one. Double Umbreon in this case, but not just that. You've got a Master Ball Espeon. What a great round for Anthony, guys. All right, I hope these grade 10 for you, Mr. Anthony. All right. And he normally donates these. I'm just going to take these to the side. Okay. Anthony Kalura. What a big order today. Let's see. You've got your bags over here. I'm going to pop this in the bags. To take out money, you need to link your bank. Here we are. All right. So, I had an eBay account. I had a PayPal account, and I was doing all this crazy stuff. Yeah. Here's a funny story, though. I sold my main RuneScape account all that time ago. See, because what I would do with the RuneScape accounts is I would do what the North Korean kids are doing nowadays, except back then it wasn't so well known. So back then when I was a kid, there wasn't like even Google yet. Google wasn't a thing for a little while. eBay was brand new. PayPal was brand new. And there was no YouTube. YouTube didn't exist. So there wasn't like this hyper shuffling of information where everyone could communicate good ideas quickly. So back then, I would create a new account on like RuneScape, and I'd just do woodworking. So I would have I would have two characters at a time, and they would chop wood, and I'd get them to, I can't remember what level, but it was like high enough to get like U logs or something simple like that. And I'd just operate both accounts. I'd just operate them at the same time. You could just sell those on eBay, and you could sell them for almost like $100 just because they had high enough, wood cutting skills. And the reason it would sell for so much money is because nobody was doing this. There wasn't a lot of those for sale on eBay, and there wasn't armies of kids in other countries producing these characters quite yet, or at least if there was, it wasn't well known. And so I could just sell, but I sold my main account on eBay as well, because I was like, I'm done with RuneScape. And then crazy enough, like 10 years later, I would actually find a way to hack that character back by using the security questions. They had like these really vague security questions. And I was able to reacquire the character. And it was clear nobody was using the character. Every single item in the bank, every single item on the character was gone. He was completely empty. So, but I never really played RuneScape again, so I don't think I could log back into that character. But it was really funny. And the guy who had bought it from me, he had finished all the skills on the character. He was 99 and everything. It was really weird. And yeah, selling Santa has for real money, Law. North Korean kids. No, that's a real thing. Third world country or maybe like North Korea will hire an army of people to just play RuneScape and sell gold and characters. It's probably still a hustle. It's probably still a thing they do. But back then, nobody really knew about those kind of ideas. And I was doing that on eBay as a kid in my free time when I was inside. But, I also sold for my dad. And when I left home, I still had my very successful eBay account. What I did was I started working for Coca-Cola at some point, right? And Coca-Cola would rotate me out between Target and Walmart and all these other shops. And because of this, I got really familiar with the clearance, the clearance cycle in all these stores. and I would hit them like every day. So every day I was on the clearance cycle. And with that knowledge of when the clearance is hitting, you could actually go in there and go pick up clearance items before anyone else, and I would get some really nice clearance items. Michael Moore, $250 payment. Michael Moore. All right, you got him in. Let's jump over here, slab away. Are you guys enjoying this story? This is some TCC lore. If you're new to the channel, you might not have heard some of these stories before. So this is, we get new guys and they've never heard any of these stories. Some of you guys have been around for a long time. You've heard all this before. I feel like a broken record sometimes. 2,125. Boop. My Little Pony for the win, mister. Yeah, so, of course, the story is that I got all these different brands, like Regular Show was a thing, Adventure Time was a thing, and one of the big ones was you had the My Little Pony bronies. And, you know, those shirts would go down to $8, and I'd see their price tag was originally like $28.99. So I'd buy everything that was on clearance. You know, I didn't watch DC Comics. I didn't watch Marvel either, but I bought all that too. Get it all listed up. And to my surprise, the My Little Pony shirts sold the very most. If it was like kind of like a good artwork and it was a Hot Topic shirt and they were not printing them anymore, they were out of print, you could sell those shirts for effing $45 a shirt. It was really crazy. So I'd take this shirt that I bought like for $8 on clearance. I wish I was making this up. I'm just not. I got some old Hot Topic shirts in my basement because when I quit doing all that, I had a couple shirts still listed, and so, you know, those just came down and went into a bin. But so I'd buy them for like $8, $12 clearance, and they were originally supposed to be like $29 at Hot Topic, $28.99, and then I'd be selling them on eBay for like $45 a pop, and one or two would sell in a day, just one or two, not very much. But it's like, bro, I was like, like picking up $60 to $70 in the 2000s before all this inflation. That was a lot of money. Like the minimum wage in Missouri was $7.25. To give you an example, when I was selling these, $7.25 minimum wage, and I'm selling these shirts for $45 a piece. Plus, I had all the other ones. Like you could get some big stacks of like Adventure Time shirts from like Walmart, and they would be like $5 a piece. And then you'd list those for $20 on eBay, and you'd have like 50 shirts, so they just sit there. Every once in a while, shirt sells. And so when you get an inventory of like 200 to 300 graphic tees all the way up on eBay at the same time, every day you're shipping a couple shirts, you know. It was a good business. It was actually making me some really good side money. And what I threw into that mix was Lego. I got really good at Lego. So Lego has clearance cycles, and if you did that really well, you could make money on Lego. My company actually supplies McDonald's. They pay their drivers $34. Nice. They're probably dry rotted by now. I'm in Connecticut, Eduardo. I wouldn't mind doing Amazon Relay. Mister used to sell gold on RuneScape. And in Venezuela, they make more money selling gold in World of Warcraft in USD than like some lawyers and surgeons. Did you ever get back that poker Tyranitar you submitted? Not yet. Hey, mister, how much is the Venom coin? I can't find it on the list. Yes, so this Venom coin is $95 if you're interested in it. MS70, that's a PSA 10. Your eyes are probably not used to seeing it that way, but that's what that means. That is a PSA 10. We have a couple of these Venom coins for sale. You can buy it or you can trade for it as well. So if you have a baggie, you don't like what's in your baggie, you can trade for it. But that is my Venom coin. We got a couple of these in stock now. You can see also the Venom coin came out in 2020, so it's already a couple years old. There we go. Is the new PSA submission out just yet? We're still working on it. Still working on it. We are? Ooh, it's a big one. The current PSA submission is a real big one. It contains a lot of cards from everybody. So it's kind of like, it's more than usual. Plus, you have to remember, one of the things, I have to put some of my own cards in there, so it takes me a minute. I got to find some cards to put in there. Okay, that's my makeup brush. Yes, our makeup brush. All right. I know you like it when I brush the slabs. Don't lie to me. Your wife is going to kill you when she can't find her makeup brush. No, I bought that one. I bought that one for me. I bought myself a makeup brush. All right, guys. Well, we are out of orders. Michael Moore was the last order, the daytime stream, $250 slab away payment. What a successful stream. Great daytime stream. So we'll be back on for the nighttime, Thursday nighttime stream. There will be a new giveaway. So please join I'm going to buy all your Venoms. Oh, nice, man. Mr. Make It Brush. I'm going to be back on for the nighttime stream, okay? And again, we'll have a giveaway. I don't think there's going to be any new products in queue. By the way, did you guys catch this? So this EX Sandstorm is only $56 a spot. Remember last time it was like $69. So I was able to get a cheaper Sandstorm packs. And 2 spots already are sold in here. So if you like being part of a vintage break, this is a good one. EX Sandstorm, chance for an Umbreon, right? This is an Umbreon set. People don't know that. They got to be educated on that. So that is an Umbreon set, vintage EX Sandstorm Umbreon. And yeah, we'll be back soon. Bidding war for the brush later, Mr. and TCC Colt. See you later, everybody.